Hi guys, this is tabletnews.com and I'm here with the Motorola Xoom 2, a new Android tablet that we've received for testing purposes. As you can see right here, it's a 10-inch device, the follow-up to what people call the Nexus tablet, because it ran Honeycomb and it was the first tablet to run it. I'm talking about the first Motorola Xoom. And now it's the second model, the Motorola Xoom 2, also known as the Droid Cyborg in the USA. And I have here the European version. It's a 3G device with 32 GB of internal memory. Also, it's pretty heavy if you ask me. It weighs 599 grams, it measures 8.8 millimeters in thickness. It's got a 10.1 inch display with a 1280 over 800 pixel resolution, protected by Gorilla Glass and relying on IPS LCD technology. As far as design goes, you can see those interesting corners that are a bit rounded and remind me a bit of the Nokia X7 device. And now let's have a look at the rest of the design. At the bottom part we have the USB port and the HDMI port, also a slot here that I'm going to remove the cover from, and here we are. This one includes the SIM slot and the microSD card slot. And now we're dealing with the back of the device. As you can see, this area feels rubberized, although it appears that it's plastic. It combines metal and plastic for a more solid grip. The grip may be good, but these buttons are too well incorporated into the plastic and you have to feel your way around them. Sometimes you won't feel them at all, and press the on-off button instead of the volume button. Here we have the stereo speakers at the top, the 5 megapixel camera with LED flash, the logo from Motorola. Here we had an infrared transmitter, and here we have the audio jack. So everything fine on that area. Once again, a quick look at the device. At the front we have a camera used as a webcam, 1.3 megapixel camera. And now as far as specs are concerned, this is a dual core device with a 1.2 GHz CPU, Texas Instruments processor, in case you're wondering. We also have 32 GB of storage, a microSD card slot, 1 GB of RAM, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth 2.1, the 5 megapixel camera, Honeycomb 3.2 is working just fine. And I'm scrolling a bit to the menus so that you can see. The classic Honeycomb experience is here, with a bit of a look that reminds me of ice cream sandwich. These icons make me think about ice cream sandwich. And Android 4.0 is coming to this device as an update. I don't know when, but it's coming. This device also comes with an accelerometer, gyroscope, compass, barometer, GPS, that HDMI port. It has DLNA and a 7000 mAh battery that will provide around 9 hours of use. So it's a pretty good device. And now let's see its multimedia features and how it handles the multimedia playback. Starting with the music. Here we are, music. Let's listen to something, some change in status. Let's see. Turn the volume up. I pressed the on-off button by mistake, as I said. When you listen to music with a loud bass, the back of the tablet will vibrate, so this lateral area will tend to vibrate a bit, and that feels like low quality if you ask me. So the volume may be very good, but the bass gets distorted and the tablet vibrates, so that's a minus for this device. And now let's see some video playback. As you can see, there is an audio effects section in here to enhance your audio experience, with special settings for wired devices, 3D stereo profile, audio effects. So if you want to insert some headphones and have a ball with the audio, maybe it's better than the speakers we have here. Now moving on to the video experience. Let's try a trailer for the movie In Time with Justin Timberlake to have a look at the graphics. It doesn't seem to be able to decode the audio part, so we have to just watch the video. As you can see, it handles the video pretty well. And now I'm going to have a look at YouTube, since we want clips that also have audio. Here's Steven Tyler butchering the national anthem of USA. That was painful to watch, I give you that. And now since we're in the multimedia section, you saw the audio, you saw the video playback, and now it's time to have a look at the camera. Let's hope that I find it faster than usual. So, trying to find the camera, here it is. Camera, 5 megapixel, LED flash. This little guy I'm going to use for a shot. So, here we are. Doing a little bit of zooming in. Quite a bunch of details. Surprised by this 5 megapixel camera. It's reasonably good. I have no major complaints. And I have to show its effects and what other stuff it can do. So we have the flash mode. We have the white balance. We have the color effects. Mono, sepia, negative, solarize. We also have the scene mode. And the usual camera settings. Store location, focus mode, exposure, picture size, and other stuff. And now let's move on to the video capture, where you'll find out that the tablet does 1080p video and 720p at 30 frames per second. So it's a pretty good camera, for a tablet that is. Okay, now getting back to the operating systems, operating system, sorry, it's Honeycomb. So you can add a bunch of widgets right here. Nothing unusual. The list of apps looks like this. All that Motorola has changed are some icons, the look of the tablet, and they also added some apps of their own. For example, we have that audio effect settings. We have Citrix that they offered. We have an app called Digit. This one is used to turn the device into a remote control for your TV by using this sensor right here. This infrared sensor. They also offered, let's see what else they offered, Motocast for streaming purposes and other stuff like that. Don't expect too many specific apps for Motorola. They only offer the basic stuff. And I also installed some more. One tweak that I like is that this device can easily allow you to take notes. As you can see in the lower right corner, you have this area. Sticky note, open, and Evernote. So if you want to open a sticky note, here we are. You just press it and it will be available like this, with a ton of options at the top, like save as, delete, new file. You have a brush, you can paint stuff if you want. You have an eraser with all shapes and sizes. You can simply input text. And here's the virtual keyboard. A little note I took. Doing a tablet review is hard. You can also undo stuff. And finally, save the work you've done. So this is a quick way to access your notes. Take notes when you're in a meeting or something. So it's a very cool feature that Motorola implemented here. Other than that, you can see this nifty clock widget and some other widgets that are added right here. When the tablet arrived to me, it also had Google Plus integrated as one of the widgets and apps. And since I mentioned Google Plus, let's have a look at how well you can socialize using this app, using this tablet. But first, let's check out the web browser on the device. And let's visit Tablet News, see how well it loads. Here we are, tabletnews.com. Pretty easy to scroll, and doing some pinch to zoom is also pretty fine. Since this is an IPS LCD display, it's got very good viewing angles and very good quality of the screen, so that's always a plus. Okay, as I was saying, I'm going to show the socializing aspect right now. I installed an app called Uber Social, and these are all tweets. I also have some mentions here, people mentioning me, some messages in this area. Right here I can tweet if I want to. I also have this area where I can find out the latest news on Twitter. You can also search for local deals. You can also see what's trending, see the people around me in my area with tweets in my town. I can see my tweets retweeted, and that's about it. This is the Twitter app that I recommend to you. It's called Uber Social, keep that name in mind. And for Facebook, I installed the usual Facebook app, the one that everyone uses, the official Facebook app for Android. Here it is, with the status updates, the photos that people are posting, with my profile listed right here, with the groups I'm in, check-ins, the ability to see recent stories, the photos that the friends have posted, the recent friend requests, some messages, and the usual notifications. Okay, so you get your share of socializing on this device. Let's see what else. Of course we have AccuWeather in order to check out the weather on this beautiful tablet. That's pretty much a fingerprint magnet. Here we are. There is also a forecast for 15 days, hourly forecast, current weather with the humidity and sun and other weather conditions. One thing I must mention is that aside from the fact that my hand hurts from holding the tablet so much, since it's a 10-inch affair, you must know that this Motorola Zoom 2 is protected by an anti-splash layer, so if it rains outside, its components are protected by special Motorola technology against splashes, but don't dip it in water since it won't make it. And now back to holding the tablet. We have the usual Google experience on this device, the usual Android experience, with the calendar available right here, with the CES conferences from this month. It's been a busy month with lots of work to do in Las Vegas, all of that listed in the calendar. There's also the contacts section with my contacts from Google. Okay, let's see what else. Of course there's Gmail that I'm looking for right now. Should be around here unless I missed it. Here it is, Gmail, the usual Gmail experience. And with the recent rule changes in Google, I bet you received that email. Okay, we also have Google Maps that I saw earlier, and here it is. So the whole list of Google services is present on the Motorola Zoom 2. Till now I couldn't find any major differences between this Zoom model and the first model, aside from the upgraded CPU, the new design, and other minor stuff like that. Here's the mapping experience. Let's play with the layers a bit. Pretty efficient mapping experience, but that's what you get on every other Android tablet, so that's not a selling point. Okay, so now it's time to show you some apps. I will start with the games and finish with a special app, one for streaming that I bet you love. That one is called Skifta, but till I start that, I'm going to show you a game called Tiki Kart 3D. This one reminds me a bit of Crash Team Racing, an older game from the PlayStation era. You simply have a totem and a cart, and you race with people, gather pickups, accelerate, and try to beat them. Get various bonuses. As you can see, I'm steering using the accelerometer. The graphics are pretty cool. You can leave traps behind. You accelerate by putting your finger on the screen. And you also get this speed boost. It's a fun way to pass the time if you're getting bored of the office or something. Provided that you don't take the wrong way like I did. These pineapples are pickups, as I said, so I can get a boost, for example. Okay, now let's leave the game. And let's try another title. This one is a shooter from the usual Glu Mobile. They're pretty famous for their shooters. Contract Killer it's called. You simply a sniper and you have to kill the targets that are assigned to you.
Some criminals are never meant to see the inside of a courthouse.
It's very much based on Facebook interaction. It integrates the Facebook aspect pretty well. You can also purchase weapons, ammunition, select missions. And here's the map with possible targets. And it's all about sniping people, getting new ammo, getting a new target, completing the challenges, and killing bad guys. So if you're into snipers, you even have a rocket launcher, as I do here. You can cause havoc with that. I also have a usual gun. Right now they're shooting at me, the bad guys. I seem to be out of ammo. Well, the mission has failed. Let's give it another try. It's better that you take missions according to your level, not jump to more complicated missions. There's also a safe house. That's your home base. I can change the rocket launcher for the hunting rifle. So that's my primary weapon now. I can go back to those guys and snipe them up well this time. So that's a whole different thing. Here's the sniping part. And here's a target, and let's try to snipe that barrel. It exploded. And that's about it when it comes to sniping. Some other baddies to kill. Okay guys, this is it about the games. Now I'm going to show you the skiff tie-up. So keep a good eye on this one, since it's going to be a pretty cool experience. It was shown last year at Mobile World Congress. It's used for streaming stuff to other phones, other tablets, other devices in the same Wi-Fi network. So now it's starting. and I also have a Galaxy Nexus right here. I'm going to stream content from one thing to the other. So I can choose a media resource to play my stuff. I'm waiting for it to update. And in the meantime, I can also see the options I have here. Here we are. I can enter the Galaxy Nexus, browse the media on it, for example the photos. These are photos that are present on the Galaxy Nexus. So, and now let's try to view a video from the Galaxy Nexus. That will be the real streaming part. Here we are. It's not compatible, sadly. And now let's try the other thing around. Try to play back content from the phone to the tablet. Using Motorola Zoom 2. I'm browsing. Let's say music. All music. And here are the JSON status tracks that I have on the Motorola Zoom. And some corn tracks. Let's choose this one. So right now I'm playing music from this tablet to this phone. So how cool is that? And in case you don't believe me, I can go right here, see the music app. Music library is empty, and in the meantime the music on this device includes the JSON status album. So I just proved you that I did some nifty streaming. Okay guys, it's time for the conclusions. This is the Motorola Zoom 2. What I don't like about it is the build quality a bit. As I said, it vibrates when you're listening to music. This backside vibrates. The grip is good, but it affects these buttons here that can be pressed in a random sequence. This device doesn't feel like much enough upgrade to the first Zoom. I am waiting forward to the Android 4.0 experience. The multimedia experience is good, video playback is good, audio is good aside from the vibration part, games look nice. The price is pretty high at the moment. It's around $800, so that's pretty steep, considering it's 4 times the amount you pay for an Amazon Kindle Fire. But if it goes down and reaches a decent level, it could be a good tablet. In the meantime, I suggest you start looking for other Android slates that will be cheaper and prices will go down once the quad-core units take over the market. Okay guys, this is it. Hope you like the streaming part and you'll use Skifta in the future to play back stuff on your Xbox or your PC or whatever you want via DLNA. Bye bye, this is tabletnews.com.